back in the 1970s, urban planners got the idea that we would be better off if we drew urban growth boundaries around cities. And so cities in California, Oregon, Washington, Florida, and a few other states drew these urban growth boundaries. Well, that limited the supply of land for housing. Initially, they said they'd expand the boundaries, but this is an example of a plan that got locked into place. The boundaries never got expanded in many cities because the people who benefited from keeping those boundaries fixed lobbied to keep them in place. So the price of housing went way up, but not only did it go up, it became extremely sensitive to changes in demand. So if a slight increase in demand could send housing prices shooting way up, and then a slight decrease in demand could cause housing prices to crash. Since the 1970s, when these urban growth boundaries were first drawn in California, California has gone through 3 housing bubbles and collapses. Oregon has gone through 2 or 3 housing bubbles and collapses. Washington has gone through 2 housing bubbles and collapses. And now Florida, which is one of the more recent states to draw these urban growth boundaries, went through a big housing bubble and collapse. If you look across the country, places that didn't have urban growth boundaries didn't have housing bubbles. And so if we had not had urban growth boundaries and other smart growth management in states like California and Oregon, we wouldn't have had housing bubbles anywhere, and we wouldn't have had the recession that we're in today.